Well, first here at 10, we are following up on gun control talks after the Supreme Court's decision last week to reinstate President Joe Biden's regulations.
Those regulations in part require serial numbers on so-called ghost guns. The Supreme Court's ruling reinstates the administration's policies while challenges to it work their way through the courts. Today's reporter Seth Bird talked with Ohio organizations on each side of this issue and shares how they are reacting. Seth?
Ghost guns are the center of this debate. The Department of Justice defines a ghost gun as a firearm produced by someone other than a manufacturer and without a serial number. Firearms are traced using serial numbers. However, ghost guns do not have them, which makes them untraceable. That is why gun control advocates are praising the Supreme Court's ruling, requiring each ghost gun to have a serial number, as well as the Biden administration's policy expanding record keeping for firearms. Those on the other side of this issue claim serial numbers are not the problem.
Criminals tend to acquire firearms through illegal means. So, they're not going through background checks, they're not filling out paperwork, and the numbers on firearms just are not very useful in solving real world crimes.
The other side feels regulations are still needed because at the end of the day, there's still a weapon that claims lives.
Ghost guns are still guns, even though they are assembled and they come in parts. They are still guns.
Reek feels firearms are already heavily regulated, and ghost guns are just the scapegoat for the uptick in gun violence.
And politicians are always looking to blame something other than themselves for the rise in crime. So so-called ghost guns is one of the things that they like to blame.
Overall, Sullivan Jr. argues the kits are a recipe to taking someone's life and questions the need for them.
It's questionable what good these instruments are for humanity or for anyone who values sustaining their lives.
There has been a steady increase in ghost guns over the years. Less than 2,000 firearms recovered by law enforcement in 2016, but over 25,000 were recovered in 2022. In studio, Seth Bird, 2 News.